Oh man.
Yeah, permanent, like,
Yeah.
BoShart
From
does
first.
this whole, like,
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. So, yeah, these episodes, oh boy, some stuff happened.
Yeah. Yeah, just a few things.
Yeah, just a few things. Nothing, nothing really big or important or anything, I guess. Really minor week overall. You can just skip over all of this and you'll probably miss nothing. Haha.
For both episodes.
Oh boy. So yeah, we just like. I do want to mention real quick as we get into Shaman King. Just first off, like, they did cut something from the manga, which is that, like, you actually see the, like, faces of all the contestants who made it into the Shaman fight, and you see the ones that are, like, removed being, like, blacked on, like, the next page, right?
Right.
So they actually do reveal all the contestants, and the anime, they just kind of, like, cut over that, because, like, that's a lot of stuff to draw. But it's worth knowing that, like, pretty much the only people left are, like, people we know from, like, like, the different protagonist groups, the X-Laws, How, and, like, Gondara, is, like, I think Golbus says at some point. So yeah, that's fairly important to point out, I feel like I should say, is that we're getting into, like, the final stretch of things, seemingly.
I don't know how many episodes Shaman King has, but...
I think I heard it was 52, so we're like 38 out of 52. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting through it. Like, about, like, what'd that be? Like, 14 left? Something like that? Yeah, that's probably fair. That's probably fair to say.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, oh boy, they're probably gonna be pretty packed because, like... Yeah, it turns out off-screen Silva was just like, hey, I should steal some more of the great spirits. Presumably.
Yeah, so I'm kind of confused. Like, am I stupid, or isn't Silva, like, Yo's efficient or whatever?
He is, yes.
Okay, what's happening here? Why is he in jail? I don't understand.
So we don't know exactly why he did what he did or what's exactly going on, but apparently sometime off screen between Silva getting the video that shows How fighting and, like, now, he's, like, tried to steal the other great spirits of the Patch Tribe.
Oh.
So it's like, like, How stole the Spirit of Fire from them. Apparently,
Right.
Silva tried to steal one of the other ones, presumably to, like, give to Yo or something, I'd imagine.
Or to fight How himself.
Yeah, or do something crazy like that. And,
Okay.
yeah, it's like, it's completely just off-screen, but apparently that did not go well for him. And they're just like, alright, well, we can't kill him because he's inefficient, so, we'll just have to, like, torture him until we can make sure he's, like, aligned with our ideals, I guess, seems to be the logic.
Yeah. Patch Tribe seems sketchy as heck.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yes.
Goldva seems to be going along with Nichrome and the other guy.
Yeah, it's not Crom, I don't think, it's someone else, yeah.
Crom was the one that Red killed.
Yeah, the one that died.
Magnus?
Magnus, yeah, I think it's Magnus, that seems right. But yeah, it seems like the Patch Tribe might turn into antagonists somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all very confusing.
It's very weird, because it's like, they straight up state that, there are, like, no moral absolutes or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, there is no good or evil, we just have to do our duty. And it feels like in this situation, that aligns really well with How just doing whatever the heck he wants.
Yeah. My thought process on that is like, aren't you, like, isn't this whole thing to stop Hal? Like, why are you...
Surprisingly, no.
Oh.
Yeah, the shaman fights just to decide, who the, like, person who gets the Great Spirit is going to be. And, like, hey, as long as you have the power to beat everyone else, then that could be literally anybody.
That's crazy, because you would think that the Patch Tribe would be like, yeah, that Hal guy, bad.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You'd think they'd be, like, super against this, but, yeah, apparently us have to, like, be neutral, so they're like, yeah, sure, he can compete, just whatever, as long as, like, nobody's trying to steal our power or whatever.
Like, letting him compete, like, whatever. But it's like, you think they would secretly be working with the other contestants and being like, hey, we have a way to help stop Hal.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, because, like, we know Hal's, like, evil, and we've, like, seen him do a bunch of, like, really, like, horrible things and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, who's to say Yo's not, like, evil or whatever, right? Who's to say he wouldn't do some really stupid stuff if he had the chance?
I mean, we know that Yo's not evil.
Yeah, oh yeah. But I feel like that definitely is, like, the mindset of, like, I don't know, maybe the X-Laws would be worse than How. Gotta be neutral.
Yo, speaking of the X-Laws, I didn't give them enough credit for how strong they actually are.
Oh yeah, Marco's, like, pretty legit as we learn this episode.
Yeah.
So, first off, before I get into this, effing, like, Ochako just shows up. And we get this cute and potentially maybe kind of racist move.
Opacho.
Opacho, yeah. Did I say Ochako?
Yeah.
Yeah, Opacho, yeah. But yeah, Opacho can just turn into a little sheep man. Little sheep girl.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently Opacho's a girl.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know why you think this would be racist. Just turns into a sheep.
Oh, because it's like, use their hair. It's because black people have curly hair, right? I feel like that's totally the joke here. It's like,
if she turned into like a black sheep, then maybe I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah,
because if they were it seems like if they were gonna go that route, they'd go all in.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking too deep into it, but like, yeah, that sure is a thing, all right.
Yeah. It's weird though. Yeah, somebody's like, it's Ryu. Ryu's like, oh, she's so cute, whatever, and then like she turns into a sheep and kicks him into the sky.
Yeah, apparently Opacho's actually pretty strong, which, I mean, I guess makes complete sense, honestly.
I don't hold that up to power scaling. That was clearly just like a gag moment.
And I feel like that makes, like, sense, where it's like, oh yeah, like, yeah, Opacho's in the Shaman fight, like, of course she can, like, hold her own.
I'm sure she could fight, but like, yeah. I don't use that as a measure to be like, oh man, she's stronger than Ryu, because it's clearly just like a jokey gag moment.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Opacho just shows up, and yeah, this is where things take a turn.
So hey, guess what? Yo's not out of the Shaman fight.
Oh boy, like this, I
knew it.
I'm so conflicted on this plot point.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, because that's the thing, it makes logical sense, because, like, Opacho just shows up, and she's like, oh, hey, House says if you, like, don't continue to compete in the Shaman fight, he's going to kill the golem and the kids. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, he could probably totally do that, actually.
Yeah, and Yo is reasonably like, well, I can't say no after hearing that.
Yeah. It's like, I get the logic, but like, it feels bad that it's like, oh yeah, like the series itself kind of promised we were doing this crazy new direction, and now the series itself is going back on, right? Because from a character perspective, it's like, alright, who cares, just like, you don't even really need to confront the X-Laws, you can just like go back, because it's like, the Dragoon and all that. But like, from an out-of-universe perspective, it's like, oh hey, alright, I'm excited to see where this new direction's gonna lead, and now they're going right back into the tournament, and it's like, okay, I guess all that drama and buildup was for nothing, huh?
I mean, it doesn't bother me in the slightest because I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, that's the thing, because, like, I was, like, convinced it's like, okay, yeah, this is where we're gonna get, like, subversive and, like, do something else, like, like, maybe Yo fights Hao or, like, helps out or something, but he doesn't necessarily, like, compete specifically, right?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
maybe they'd have some ending where it's like, I don't know, maybe, like, Rin just becomes the Shaman King and Yo just beats Hao outside of the battle,
Shaman King is a lot of things. One of them is not subversive. Shaman King is pretty by the book shonen anime.
I mean, yeah, you're kind of right, honestly. Like, I feel like it's been more subversive than, like, something like, I guess, like, My Hero or, like, Naruto or whatever, but it's still, like, it's definitely, like, this is, like, definitely a big shonen moment.
Yeah.
And here's the big thing, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. It's like, I'm conflicted on that point. Like, pretty much everything else that happens in this episode is, like, genuinely awesome and I love it.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. Alright, so, like...
After Yo makes up his mind about, like, confronting the X-Laws about rejoining the tournament, we cut to some dude in a, like, standing in front of a mirror with an X-Laws tattoo on his back.
Oh yeah, Luchist, who we've, like, seen with Hal pretty much this entire time.
Yeah.
Just effing, like, dude with the big cross on his chin, who everyone thought was a vampire for a bit.
Yeah, turns out he's the founder of the X-Laws.
Yeah, that honestly explains quite a bit about, like, the Christian iconography.
Yeah. Also, from the moment he started his fight with the X-Laws and summoned his angel, I'm like, that's Lucifer.
Yeah, just straight up. Like, they straight up say it.
So I went back to when it first showed him. I wasn't paying too much attention, so I didn't actually see that the tattoo was the X-Laws tattoo.
Yeah.
And I went back to check that out, and while I did, I saw the mid episode thing, which I wasn't paying attention to the first time either, so I didn't see that it revealed that it was called Lucifer. He summoned it when he fought the X-Laws, and it was like, oh, Dark Angel, Lucifer.
Yeah. So like, effing Yo just goes to the X-Laws, and he's like, okay, yeah, he's got this cool cloak on, he's like, he sort of does his soul searching, he's like, okay, it's like, I need to convince them to let me, like, fight in the tournament again. I need their permission, because something shonen reasons.
Yeah.
We can't just have a shonen protagonist go back on their word. They have to fight for it.
Also call up Maiden. I'll fight her too.
Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly, it's probably good they didn't, because she would probably wreck him, but okay.
Yeah. Yo is struggling with the angels, which surprised me.
Yeah. Let's see, what was the actual, like, thing? Because I think, like, yeah, like, a lot of the X-Laws are around, like, 10,000 in their numbers. And that's, like, exactly around where Yo was the last time we got reading.
Well, that's less important than the fact that, somebody says that angels are... I think it's Yo, maybe. That angels are a step below Kami class.
Yeah, I think it's, like, Marco that says that, actually.
Oh, maybe.
No, wait, no, it's Lyserg, because he's like, oh wow, even like, something that's a step below like God class lost to Yo or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Lyserg, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yo just walks up and he's just straight up like, okay, hey, I know nothing I say will convince you, but I need to go back into the fight. And instead of just saying lives are on the line, which I doubt would help, but might as well. Like, Marco's instantly like, oh, so you're gonna, like, force us to comply with actions. Alright, I'll kill you then. And we just go right into it.
And Yo keeps like, he, instead of Miss Maiden, he just refers to her as Maiden, and like implies that Marco is the leader of the X-Laws, and like it makes Marco really mad.
Man, like, Marco's such a good villain.
Yeah. Also, we get the implication that Marco created Maiden.
And maybe I didn't like hear anything that sounded like that, but maybe
That's kind of the impression.
Because Lucius says something like, oh
Implication.
yeah, show me that thing that you created with your, like, arrogance or something. And Marco's like, no, shut up. And we never quite learn what he's talking about. So it could be Maiden, it could be a different angel. I don't know.
I don't know. Also, Marco's battle outfit is stupid.
Oh yeah, it's so stupid.
He's got like skin tight leather shorts and then like an
man.
open jacket. Like, he looks so bad.
Yeah, let me just bring up the image and like, yep, there you go. Like the shortest shorts and his bulge is just hanging out.
It's so bad.
Oh no. It's like I feel like the pose it's supposed to look stupid, right?
I don't know, but maybe, because Lucius' outfit is stupid too.
Yeah, and Yo's like making like weird gag faces over it and stuff, like, seriously.
Yeah, they're both looking at their battle outfits like, what is this crap?
Yeah. Like Lucius with his like, like backless, like padded vest and like skin tight leather pants.
And his stupid cone hair.
Yeah. It's dumb. Like,
Lucius looks like a One Piece character.
Oh man, that hurts, but it's kind of true actually. Like, straight up. He kind of looks like if you took like a One Piece character and dressed them in like JoJo's fashion, you know?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Like, honestly think about it, like, yeah, kind of unironically.
I mean, what are angels but stands?
I mean, yeah, at this point, why not? Oh man, so yeah, like, Yo just starts fighting like all the angels at once, like, literally, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Well, fighting not so much. He's like dodging and like blocking them.
Yeah. He does manage to, like, get like a hit off on like Marco's angel and like destroys it once.
Right.
Yeah, he manages to get like a sneak attack, and they like block some blows and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a really cool, like, quick like action scene that just keeps the pace going. And Lucius just shows up in his big crazy black like robe and hat with like an effing like revolver. And he's like, oh yeah, I was like the founder of the X-Laws. Hey yo, please let me help you take care of these scum for like Lord Howe. And Yo's like, what? No, you're hurting my position. Please, I'm not with this man.
Marco's like, aha, evil is drawn to evil. It's like, no.
This guy with a literal Lucifer stand does not speak for me.
Yeah. Yo is just like, he is not with me. I don't know who this guy is.
So I have to assume that this is just going to lead to Yo helping Marco defeat Lucius?
Well, that seems to be, like, the next episode seems like it's gonna be Yo, Lyserg, and Marco versus Lucius, unless, like, or at least maybe Yo and Lyserg trying to fight, but, like, Marco and Lucius, like, ignore them or, like, repel them.
Yeah, this is straight up like Marco's fight right now.
Yeah, because Marco's just like, I'll do this myself.
Yeah.
Stay out of this.
He has to defeat the man who, like, raised him and founded the organization. As they just swing guns at each other with, like, lightning effects.
Yeah. Also, it calls him father, which seems to be both in the, like, religious sense and, like, familial sense.
Like foster father, I'd assume. Yeah. Yeah, adopted father or whatever. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Is there not much else to really say about this episode? Because, like...
Not really. Most of the rest of it is Yo trying to come to the conclusion that he wants to rejoin the fight. Oh, like... There's a moment... There's a moment where Ren is like, Ren is like, do you want Yo to rejoin the Shaman fight? And Horo's like, yeah, what's the matter? Are you scared of him? And Ren's like, yes.
You want fair enough?
I appreciate that the rival character is like, Yo is so strong.
Yeah. Like, I appreciate the honesty.
He's like, he's super strong, and I can never tell what he's thinking.
Oh man, that's gonna be a fun fight with, like, because you know it's gonna happen eventually, right? You're gonna have the rematch.
Yeah, it's gotta be a big cool rematch where Yo and Ren fight each other, and their partners just stand back and watch.
Yeah. You don't think we're gonna go 3 for 3 and, like, Chocolove's gonna be fighting, like, Ryu off to the side?
For Chocolove's sake, I hope not.
It feels like every time Ryu tries to do something, he's, like, shown to be, like, the weakest member of the group. Cause, like, I feel really bad for him at this point. Like, Ryu's getting his crap kicked out of him by, like, everyone.
Well, when Ryu went to fight Hal's minions, like, the implication is that, like, the Jin is just stupid strong. Like,
yeah.
I think he's just getting bad matchups. I don't think he's the weakest of Yo's group.
I'm really worried that Ryu's gonna become the Yamcha of the group, and I feel like that's fairly plausible at this point.
Oh, I hope not.
Like, Ryu's gonna be the Yamcha, and Horo's just have the Krillin, where he's like, he's somewhere down there, but, you know, he's relevant enough that they're, like, kind of forcing him to hang on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then Faust just doesn't factor, because nothing ever happens with Faust.
You know what? Faust is Piccolo, why not?
Piccolo's more relevant than Yamcha.
Yeah.
Piccolo goes, like, head-to-head with 17 and manages to keep up with them in the Android arc.
Yeah, you know what, that's true. I don't know, could Faust keep up with someone? I don't know, I feel like maybe.
Wait, I don't know what he's capable of. We have, like, they haven't showed his new abilities.
He gained some new power, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And then we only saw one fight so far with Chocolove, and he seems strong.
Yeah.
Actually.
Wuff, like, Faust's powers, he's, like, a combat healer, but he's, like, so good at it that you can just, like, wail on him all day and it'll do nothing.
He just has passive regeneration that's stupid good.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, Kabuto and Naruto, where, like, you know, they keep, like, punching him and he just regenerates all the damage. You know, he just casually walks up, does the chakra dissection blades. You got just get, like, one really big attack to take Faust out.
Yeah. Also, the episode starts actually with Yo and Manta talking about how great the Gundara fight was that we didn't get to see.
Right, yeah, because, like, I should have got a picture of this, because I missed it on the first watch and thought they didn't add, but they did.
The zombies.
Yeah, Gandar's just finding a group of, like, militants with, like, effing, like, zombie military soldiers armed with effing, like, assault rifles.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, alright. Dang.
Like, that's fine and all. I just wanted to see Gundara do something other than, like, show up to save everybody and then leave.
Yeah. I feel like it was probably just like, you know, they just saw a big Buddha and it punches them, you know?
Probably. They're probably so strong that that fight wasn't much of anything, actually. But,
Yeah,
like...
I'd believe it. Oh, man. But yeah, this is a pretty good episode. Right, there is something I should mention that they did cut out.
Yeah.
Which is that, like, I don't know if you noticed, in the fight, like, yeah, Lucius just, like, attacks Marco and whacks him in the face with his gun, because of course. Yeah. And you can see it, like, it breaks his glasses, right?
Uh-huh.
And he just pulls out another pair. Yeah, they skipped a quick gag where it's like, that's what's in his little shoulder pad.
Just a pair of glasses.
Yeah, because all of them have the, like, shoulder pad on their uniform, and, like, the big guy, I forget his name, had, like, an effing, like, X grenade in his. And, like, Marcos just opens up his as just a single extra pair of glasses and a little cleaning cloth. And everyone just looks or just like, wait, seriously?
Hey, that's smart. If he's actually visually impaired and he needs the glasses, then yeah, having a backup is a good idea.
It's just funny to me that it's like, oh, it's just a single extra pair. Like he dove like, you know, 5 backups or something. It's just like just the one.
He's confident that not more than one will break at a time.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? 2 pairs are all I need. I got this. You know what? Also, maybe it's, yeah.
I like that during the build-up of Yoth, like, oh man, I'm gonna have to deal with them, like, talking about the X-Laws, and it just keeps showing, like, a pair of glasses.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, like, they don't mention the X-Laws by name or Marco. It just, he's talking and it's like, oh man, I'm gonna have to go confront them, and just, like, a little bubble with a pair of glasses pops up.
Marco is just glasses now.
Yeah, he's just the glasses guy from the X-Laws.
Oh man.
Which, you know what? If that thing is in the manga, then it feels like it was leading up to the gag with his glasses and his shoulder pad, and they just didn't do it.
Yeah, it was, if I remember right. Yeah, them showing just the glasses and stuff like that. You know, gag where, like, man, just think of what will happen. Just imagines Marco getting so angry his glasses explode. Oh man, you know, like, honestly, what if he actually did have more pairs, but because they're stuck on island, like, they just kept breaking and this is all he has left?
Or he doesn't, like, he probably has multiple, he just doesn't carry them all at once, because, like, what if he just takes a hit to the shoulder? I mean...
Yeah, that's true, that's fair.
He probably has more on the ship.
Yeah. You know, like, what do you think about, like, Lucius so far?
I don't know.
Lucius as big, like, demon angel with, like, an effing mace that cuts you apart. Because it hits you so fast.
Yeah, we'll have to see next episode.
Oh, man. See, I guess, like, Anna, any other thoughts we want to get to or whatever? Because, like...
Nah, I'm just...
yeah.
Waiting for the next one.
Oh, man, just, yeah, good episode, good music, but holy crap, I kind of ironically wish that they found some way around... I don't know, like, and it just feels weird the way they're handling the whole shaman fight thing. Like, it legitimately feels like they just wanted as, like, a quick, like, you know, like, moment of drama to be, like, shocking. And now that they actually want to get them back in, they're just, like, going back on it like it's no big deal.
And like I said, for me, it does feel like it's no big deal, because I never thought this wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, fair enough.